Scrapbook Memories has been made possible by Sizzix, the start of something new. Sizzix.com.
We'd like to welcome back Juliana Hudgens, and you know cards.
Ooh, yes.
You know how to emboss cards.
Yes, and you know, it's so much fun to make your own card. It's so personal.
Yeah.
And nobody will ever throw it away once they receive it.
You hope, right?
You
Because you've
hope.
worked hard. I love you card with the heart in the middle. There's a bunch of embossing on that. Let's show how to do it.
Okay, well, it's very simple. We're going to be using an embossing machine along with some embossing folders. And I, always want to work with a material that really will let that embossed detail absorb into it. So this is a nice. So we're going to place that into the folder, close it. Then I'm going to take my embossing pad. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to have you hold that really quick. I love that there's step-by-step instructions because it just reminded me that I need to add my shim.
Okay.
And what a shim will do, it'll take up that extra space so that we get that really great detail. So then we're going to take the folder.
And when should you use a shim? When you have a product, like if you're cutting out or embossing a heart, that may not need one.
Right. More detail.
Add a shim.
Right, and then the lighter the paper.
Okay.
So you can tell the difference between this cardstock and this cardstock.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's when you would want to use the shim. So I am going to take the embossing machine. You're going to hold my handle. And then we're just going to start to roll. And then I'll go ahead and grab it. And this is so easy, and making cards is, really great because, again, it's so fun to receive a handmade project. So when we open this up, and look at how
goes
fantastic.
wild. Yeah, look at the
Yeah,
that's
look
nice.
at that. It's so amazing.
That's really pretty.
So now to even make it pop more, we can actually do a little distressing on that. But I want to go back a little bit because, your card base is very simple to create.
Okay, I'm just shutting it so you can see the opens like that.
Right. So you can, use your cardstock, and then what I usually do is maybe mimic a card that I've received, and then, just trace those dimensions.
And cut along there.
Cut along there.
Because you could get more than one card off one piece of 12 by 12.
Sure you could.
Okay.
So, and then
score
just
it?
score it.
And
so
how
that
would
I
you
have
score
a nice
it?
fold.
Using your paper trimmer?
You could use a scorer, your paper trimmer.
Okay.
Sometimes I just fold it in half.
And hope for the best.
And hope for the best.
I'm with you. I'm with you. Okay. Now
So-
we want to distress this?
Yeah, so
Okay.
we'll go ahead and take our distress ink, and, and then we'll just, because look at these little dots.
Right.
So
should I go
yeah,
around the
sure.
edges?
Go around the edges.
Okay. And I'm putting it on an applicator just to have a little more
Nice.
control.
I like it.
Okay. But I only want to
That's
get the
okay.
dots. Okay. There we
Yeah,
go.
no, there's
I took over for you because I think
There's
I do
no
like doing
wrong.
this.
It's so mesmerizing and so peaceful, and it's really fun to watch the detail of the emboss really come to life when you add the ink. That really sets it off.
Card making is really quick, instant gratification. This card without the heart and without the I love you, you can make like 5 of them, wrap a ribbon around it with some envelopes and give it as a gift.
Oh,
it's
that
a
would
thank
be
you
great.
note.
Exactly.
Okay.
So of course, every crown has to have a jewel.
Yes.
So-
and why not 3?
So we'll go ahead and add those right there. And then what we're going to do is add this little heart to the middle. Now this could be a little die cut, it could be a sticker, and we're just going to use some glue from the glue stick. And actually this little guy has some adhesive on the back of him. Well, so if you had a sticker, you'd have the same thing. So again, there was some adhesive already on there. So I'll use my glue stick to actually adhere this to the card.
Okay, I'm going to put it on the back
Yep,
for you.
there
Is
you
that
go.
okay? And it comes out blue. It will dry clear. Not that you'll see this, but just so you don't.
But
don't
it's
be-
good to know.
And this is a good paper to
Yes.
paper glue
Yes.
stick. Okay. Now.
And we'll center that on there. And okay, who writes?
You write. I have a feeling you have good handwriting.
You think so?
I do. I just feel like Juliana Hudgens has good handwriting.
Okay, well we are going to see. Whoa, we can't even hold the pen. You're making me nervous.
No pressure.
Okay, so we've got I love
And truly, any signature is great because it's your own sentiment to somebody.
Yes, of course.
I want to start with this purple heart card we have because there's a couple of layers to this. You have embossing on the background cardstock, and then you have another square of embossing.
Such a great look.
And the layers, you added like some dimension to it.
Very fun.
And then don't forget on some of the embossed items that you can add glitter and some glitter glue.
Right, and just as we outlined, you know, this dimension, the glitter acts the same way that the ink. It really makes it pop.
Right. We have it looks like one that's purple. And what did you do with that one?
Okay, well, what you want to do is use what's called a white core cardstock.
Oh.
And then when you take your sander to it, it literally sands away the color from the cardstock, and then your embossed look pops.
And these cards pop. Thank you, Juliana. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
And we'll be right back.